My name is S.J. Saramnidhi. My father name is S. Ganesamurthy. Our tribe is Sanamangala-Thudayan. Our town is Venkatachalapuram, Thurayur. My date of birth is 14/5/2011. Thillayadi Valliyamai, a young South African Tamil girl, became an unlikely yet pivotal figure in the non-violent struggle against apartheid in South Africa. Born on February 22, 1898 to an immigrant family from Thillayadi, Tamil Nadu, Valliyamai grew up in a hostile environment where the Indian community was segregated and discriminated against. Despite her early life in South Africa, she remained unaware of the social divide until her teenage year. Her journey into activism began when a law was passed that rendered non-church or non-state sanctioned marriages invalid, disproportionately affecting the Indian community. This legislation sparked opposition from Mohandas Karajan Gandhi, and Valliyamai, alongside her mother Mangalam, joined Gandhi's campaign, participating in a women's march from Transvaal to Natal in 1913. Despite the legal restrictions and dangers, they fought for the rights of Indian workers and protested the unjust tax laws. In October 1913, Valliyamai and her mother joined the second batch of women traveling to Natal, where they actively campaigned to persuade workers strike and protest the oppressive taxes. After being sentenced to 3 months of hard labor and sent to Maritzburg prison, Valliyamai fell ill but refused an early release. Her determination remained unwavering until her death on February 22, 1914, just days after being released from prison. Gandhi, deeply moved by her sacrifice, famously wrote, "Who would not love to die for one's motherland?" Valliyamai's legacy has been immortalized in both South Africa and India in 1971. The Indian government established the Thillayadi also boasted a memorial and a high school named after her. Additionally, in 2008, India issued a commemorative stamp to honor her memory. It is recorded that when Gandhi visited a fragile and ill Valliyamai shortly after her release, the young girl vowed to be arrested any number of times to carry on the fight for people's rights. Gandhi, quoting the girl, treated her as someone who inspired him to stay the course in the fight for equality in South Africa. But the girl's physical health did not match her mental health. Valliyamai's courage and selflessness have earned her a lasting place in history, not only as a heroine of South African Satyagraha, but also as a symbol of the power of youth in the fight for justice and freedom. The death century of Thillayadi Valliyamai, the revolutionary famed to have inspired Mahatma Gandhi in his fight against colonial rule, was observed here at Thillayadi in Tarangambadi on Saturday. Born to Mangalam and Muthuswami Mudaliyar, Valliyamai was initiated into political struggle by Gandhi when the colonial state of South Africa decided null and void all marriages forged outside of the South African law or church law. Thousands of marriages forged outside of the South African law or church. 2,000 of marriages were annulled. Valliyamai marched with her mother from Transvaal to Natal, protesting against the unjust laws. Valliyamai also participated with her mother in protests against exorbitant taxes levied against workers. They were arrested and sentenced to 3 months of hard labor. Shortly after her release, Valliyamai, all of 16 years, died on February 22, 1914. For Praga Munnusamy and his family's Saturday was their first date with Thillayadi, the ancestral home of Valliyamai. Valliyamai was the grand aunt of Praga Munnusamy. Thillayadi Valliyamai was my grandfather's sister, he says Praga Munnusamy, along with her wife Radhi and two daughters Pranita and Sarisha arrived here on Thursday to work the celebration. Thank you.